One of the big announcements here at Gamescom was the EA Sports announcement of FIFA Street, the new game in the series that has been ongoing for a while, on and off, not really regular releases. But could you just, why did you want to bring back FIFA Street?
I think the time was right. You know, we have the technology now with FIFA. FIFA brand is so strong. The FIFA game is so strong. The technology is there. It's so strong. So, you know, myself, I worked on FIFA for the past 4 years. You know, I think the time was right for us to resurrect the franchise now that we have that strong base from which to build.
So, one of the things that FIFA Street in the past has been an arcadey style, sort of little less depth, little more just getting on with scoring goals and stuff like that. But you really get much more up close and personal to the players. What does that sort of afford you as a developer in terms of what you can do?
Well, I think for us, the main thing is we're going to make an authentic street football game. It's not going to be super arcadey like maybe FIFA Street 3, the kind of fantasy style that they had. It's going to be a very authentic game. We feel like street football in itself is very stylish, it's very over the top, it's very fantastical, so we don't feel like there's a need to exaggerate that. So our game is going to be very authentic, and I think for us, building on top of the FIFA engine, we have new dribbling mechanics to highlight what's unique about street football. And for us, the unique thing is it's all about 1v1. So if you play street football, there's a small pitch, defenders are very close to you. It's all about beating that defender, creating a little bit of space, potentially even humiliating that defender, you know, having a bit of fun with them. So for us, we've made dribbling mechanics that highlight that. You know, the base dribbling mechanic in Street will always face the defender will always face the dribbler. You're always in a situation where you can perform a 1v1 skill. Also in street football, they often stop with the ball and play around with the ball and bait the defender to come in so that they can perform a trick on him or perhaps beat him in it with a change of pace. And again, we've integrated that into our game. So there's two core new mechanics there for dribbling that highlight what's unique about street football, and that's the one-on-one nature.
And street football is also more or less organized these days. There's futsal and people are playing it for real. So there's more of a sport to sort of look at and see how it actually performs on the various games out there.
That's right. I mean, we sent a team of researchers around the world to discover, you know, how street football is played in 2011. And one of the things for us is even in the favelas in Rio, in Brazil, they all have pitches. It's not necessarily they're playing on the street. The pitches are close to the street, but they all have organised pitches. So that's the kind of aspect that we've taken into our game. You will be able to play on the streets in the favelas, but it will be kind of a semi-organised field. And I think that's something for us, you know, like the environments that we will have throughout the world. You know, street football is played slightly differently everywhere in the world. Maybe in Brazil, they play a lot of futsal. They certainly play a lot of futsal in Germany and in Spain. And so we've had, I think, maybe the first game ever to have futsal in our game, but we'll have futsal. We'll have 1v1 gameplay all the way to 6v6 gameplay and futsal, and maybe some other mini games like maybe a small goal. You get 1 point for scoring a goal, 2 points for a nutmeg or a pana. So I think that's a key thing for us. We've realised that to be authentic to street football, you have to have these different styles of play. The different styles of play necessitate different environments, and we'll have over 35 environments in our game to do just that.
One thing that I think has held back FIFA Street in the past has been the fact that it comes in between two FIFA releases, and people are asking themselves, why should I pay full price for a game that doesn't offer nearly as much content as the FIFA releases do? Sort of, how do you combat that? And what are your sort of thoughts in terms of content that the players will experience?
Well, as I said, we'll have new mechanics in the game. The dribbling is whole new. There's wall play in the game, which hasn't been in street football before. We've got 35 environments, which is more than any other sports game at EAC has delivered in 1 year. There's all those different game styles, 1v1 to 6v6, and plus futsal. But there's also a very deep game mode that we'll have. I can't talk any more about it right now, but suffice to say that the content from the game mode will be unlike any other seen in a sports game that we've released from EAC. So that's still to come. We'll have a suite of online features, and we'll have a social feature. You know, street football is a very social sport. People take videos to put them on YouTube, and that social nature, we want to tap into that. So again, there's going to be a suite of online, there's going to be a social feature, there's going to be a very deep game mode with a kind of innovative twist on it. There's going to be licensed teams. There's going to be England, Italy, France, Germany, Spain, MLS, top divisions in the game. Although they won't be the focus of the game, the focus will come through other content, through the main game mode. There's going to be 1v1 to 6v6 gameplay with futsal. There's going to be a host of new gameplay mechanics. So I think there, in itself, there's enough value there for our game.
And maybe also the fact that you're actually complementing FIFA this time around will also help FIFA players to maybe pick up FIFA Street.
Yeah, that's the thing for us. Because we're building it on the FIFA base, there will be a certain amount of familiarity there for players who are familiar with FIFA. But again, there will be enough new there that they've got a different challenge. I think for us, we want to encourage those FIFA gamers to buy our game. Hence, why we're going down the road of authenticity. This will be an authentic game. But also, we want people who enjoy football, who have consoles, but maybe think FIFA is just a little bit too intimidating for them. We want to encourage those people to pick up our game as well. 5v5 football is maybe less intimidating off the bat than the 11v11 FIFA, so we would like to see those people try our game too.
There's also a reason why you didn't put a 4 in the title, that you opted, so this is a reboot, this is a new FIFA Street.
That's exactly that. It's a new team, a new game engine, and taking the game in a new direction. So we wanted to tell people, let people know that this is a complete reboot of the franchise. No one who's ever worked on any of the FIFA Street games in the past is working on our game with completely new technology using the FIFA engine. It's the first time any Street game has used a FIFA engine, and it's the first time any Street game has been made by the EA Sports Football Group. Previously it was made by EA Big. So again, yeah, we just want to highlight that message that this is a complete reboot of our franchise.
And we'll get to see it early next year?
That's right, the game will be released early next year. We don't have an official release date yet, but it will be early next year, so lots of time for us to give you more information.
All right, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.